So here we are, at the start of episode 2, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I got 99 woodcutting last episode. If you didn't go watch it, there should be a link somewhere. And now that I've done 99 woodcutting, I do still need to get the Phoenix pet. I am still convinced that I don't want to do any combat training until I get, and really any hit points training, I guess, until I get the Phoenix pet, because I want to have 29 hit points so that my method to do the Phoenix, to do Wintertodt kills is the same, essentially, so that I can keep using cakes as food rather than having to go get, well, I'm almost out of cakes anyway, so maybe it's not worth it. Maybe I will just end up doing whatever, going and doing combat. But something that I noticed, I was trying to think of things to do, and something that I noticed is that I have almost 16,000 U longbows. Now, that's a decent amount of money sitting there as alchables, 6 million gold that I could get from alching all of these. There's an argument that maybe I should string all of these for fletching experience, and maybe that's what I do. I also saw that I have some, where are they? I have some magic short bows that I could also high alch. But yeah, so maybe I think a good little short-term goal would be, I'm not at 55 magic yet, so maybe I go do some magic training, get up to 55 so I can get high alchemy. Maybe that's a good initial short-term goal to start off this video. So that's what I'm going to go do. And here we are over in Arceus, whatever you want to call this place. I imagine it's probably Arceus, but I think of like Arcane Arceus because it's a magic place. And what I'm going to do is the Arceus Library, or Arceus Library. I've watched JCW do this a lot for Leagues 4, and I know that there's certain methods you can do. This is probably the Arceus Library RuneLight plugin, by the way. Basically, you're just going to go around, click on all the white boxes. Eventually, it'll find where all of the books are, and then you can just go straight to the books when you ask the people what they need. So you go talk to one of these people, like Professor Gracklebone. He's looking for the Royal Accord of Twill, and then you just start clicking all of these, and then eventually it'll tell you where to go, and you can go take those, turn them into the guy, and he'll give you a book that you can claim rune crafting or magic experience from. And I know that there's methods of doing this that are like really, really fast XP per hour, but I'm probably just going to do it one at a time, not really, going too sweaty or hardcore or anything. So I'm going to do this until 55 magic, I believe. I'm starting off at 40, and unless I absolutely hate it, I should turn on my run energy. Unless I absolutely hate it and I can't stand going to 55, this is the plan until we get there. And then once we get to 55, I can do high alchemy. I don't have a good source of nature runes right now, so I'm going to need to go do the feud quest and the rogue something mini quest. What's it called? Rogue trader or something? Oh, maybe it's not in here. There's a mini quest that you have to do as well. And then once you've done both of those quests, there's a guy in Al-Kharid, his name's Ali Morrisane, that you can go talk to, and he'll sell you nature runes, law runes, cosmic runes, things like that. So plan is to do this. See, it just got rid of a bunch of the white things. That's because it knows where some of the books are, or where books are most likely to be. There's only however many configurations that it could be. And as we keep finding books, it'll limit this down to exactly where they are, and then it'll give me an arrow telling me where to go. But yeah, so I'm going to do this until I get to 55, and then I'm going to go, so we know this book is there. We're going to go until I find, I'm going to go to 55, and then I'm going to go do the feud and unlock the Ali Morrisane rune shop. So that's what we're going to do. So it turns out that was a lot faster than I was expecting. Took about 2, maybe 3 hours, and I'm just about to hit 55. I know it looks like I'm at the beginning of 54, but I've got 17 books to turn in right here. You can also see I've got some other books in my inventory. I wanted to show you guys one run at the end. So what I went and did is I highlighted the 3 people that you can help, and I learned a couple things as I was doing this. So I'm going to go try and help one. Let's see what they say. They want to find the Royal Accord of Twill. I don't have it on me. That's why I have these extra books in my inventory. Sometimes what you could do, what I decided to do is as I'm running around, I just grabbed every book that I saw. Once you've found all of the locations, they'll start popping up like this if they're not in your inventory. just grab everyone that you're like running past on your way to get a certain book so that you have them in your inventory. And then sometimes when you ask somebody if they need help, they'll ask you for a book that you already have and you can instantly turn it in. And saves you a bunch of run energies, a bunch of time running around. It's super nice. So I'm going to go turn this one in, and then we're going to go read all of these books of arcane knowledge. So let's go talk to Villia. Thank you. I will take that token of your thanks. And then you click it, and you say you want magic XP, obviously, unless you want rune crafting XP, I guess. And I guess you can also see here, my rune crafting is 55. So this is 5x XP, and I'm pretty sure that magic used to be that as well, but I read somewhere that Jagex buffed that semi-recently. I don't remember how recently, but yeah, so 15 times XP is nicer than 5. I don't know if I would suggest doing this long-term for rune crafting, but I would suggest it for some quick and easy magic XP. Oh, I also changed this tracker thing to show you how much I've gained since I started that grind. It's about 130,000. I'm pretty sure I was getting like 55,000 per hour, so it puts you just over 2 hours to get it. As you can see, I just hit magic level 55, which means I can now do high alchemy, which means I can get a bunch of gold. And also, I got a mime event while I was doing this, so I've got the mime top and the mime boots. So that's pretty sweet. As far as what I'm going to do next, I'm not entirely sure. I think maybe I'll go high alch a bunch of stuff. I might end up doing some mini games while I wait, you know, some Tempo Ross or some Guardians of the Rift. I don't really have a solid grind in mind yet, so maybe we'll go do Graceful, the rest of Graceful. I've got 2 pieces, but I don't have the rest of it, so maybe I'll go do some agility training, pretty close to an agility level. So either I'm going to go do Graceful, or I'm going to go do a bunch of high alching. I guess you'll know in right now. Well, this is awkward. It's only like 30 seconds later. I ran to the bank down here, and I remembered that I need to go do the feud and the mini quest that lets you unlock the Ali Morazan shop. So I'm going to go ahead and do those. And here we are, making our way back to Ali Morazan at the end of the feud. Big shout outs to Slayer Music 1. Obviously, I imagine you guys know who that is. He's has a ton of quest guides on YouTube, and I just followed his, and it was super easy, super quick. So we talked. Oh, we don't want to trade this guy. We're going to talk to Ali Morazan. We're going to say, yes, we do know where he is. We get through all of this, and hopefully he shuts up eventually. Okay. I say okay. Oh, nope. I should have said no, I'm too busy. And boom, there we go. The feud complete. 15,000 thieving XP. That's a lot. And I got a desert disguise. So now, apparently this unlocks... I'm sorry for the flashing screen again. I just got thieving level 49. That's sweet. Apparently this unlocks the Rogue Trader mini quest, which I thought you had to talk to this guy to do. So let's see real quickly. Hopefully... Okay, so this, it looks like I'm about to start it, but okay, I'll see what I can do. Okay, I'm ready. I don't want to look at your shop. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into this and figure out how this actually works, but once I've done this Rogue Trader mini quest, oh, these are the bones from one of the bosses I killed, by the way. Once I've done this Rogue Trader mini quest, we should be able to buy nature runes from this guy, which will allow me to do my high alching that I talked about before. So I'll come back when I'm done with that. Alright, and that means this is a 9, this is a 9, this is a 9, and this is a 9. And we're done with the rogue. Oh my gosh. Find out what the runes are. Okay, so does this mean we're done with the rogues thingy? We're done with the rogues thingy. Swap left click reset. Okay. Can we talk to him and see? I would like to buy some runes. Hang on a second. Do I have to open a large casket every time? Alright. That is unfortunate. So just kidding, in that last clip, You don't have to try to open a new casket. You can just say buy non-elemental, and here you go. I've finally got it unlocked. So again, shout out to Slayer Music 1, who has a quick guide for the Rogue Trader mini quest. I guess there's 3 different shops that you can unlock from this guy, and I just really want this one because I wanted to buy these nature runes. So that's pretty sweet. How much are they, by the way? 225. Well, that's not amazing, but it means that anything over that, really, as long as you have a Staff of Fire, which is easy to get, you can profit for every nature rune. So that's sweet, but this is a good source of nature runes, I guess. So what to do now? Maybe go do all the agility to get my full Graceful. That's what I'll do next, probably. And here we are at Canifis. So this is where I'm planning on doing my grind for the Marks of Grace for Graceful. I'm missing 4 pieces, the head, the chest, the boots, and the cape. And altogether that's going to cost me 170 Marks of Grace. So I've got 20. This is all of them that I have in my inventory. I had like 3 in the bank from the last time, pulled those out. Just so that as I'm doing this, I can watch that number grow, and once it hits 170, I know I'm done. I think there's an argument to be made that as I'm doing this, it's best to go buy a new piece every time I can, because it helps for the negative weight for your run energy and gives you more run restoration or whatever. But doing this course, I'm pretty sure this course is net positive on your run energy, so I'm never going to hit a time where I run out. So it doesn't really matter if I have the full set or not as I'm just doing this. So I'm probably just going to sit here until I get to 170 and then go buy all of it at the same time. A couple other things to mention. I'm high alching through all of this. I've got like 15,800 U longbows that are unstrung from my fletching that I've done. And I did the math, and if I bought all of the nature runes back that it's going to take to high alch all of these, the 15,000 whatever nature runes that's going to take, I'm still going to make about 2 million, 2.5 million GP in profit. So that's pretty sweet, and I didn't do the math as far as how much magic XP that'll be, but it's going to be a lot. Obviously, I don't think that I'm going to be here at this Canifis course long enough to high alch all 15,000 of those. I've only got 1,300 more nature runes anyway, so even if I did want to keep high alching these the whole time I'm doing this Canifis thing, I'd have to go buy more nature runes from Ali Morzin. I forgot to click on the jump. And then yeah, I guess aside from that, the only other thing to mention is these blue and green squares. I put those there using the screen markers plugin. I imagine most of you know what that is, but I've seen a couple comments on the last video asking about what plugins are doing certain things, so figured that's an easy thing to mention in these moments. This is just called the Screen Markers plugin. You use it and you can put little markers on your screen, obviously. So yeah, I guess I'll come back once I've got a decent amount more Marks of Grace. Oh, also I added a magic tracker and I added an agility tracker so you guys can see how much experience I gain in both of those skills going for the 170 Marks of Grace for Graceful. I will see you guys in a bit. So we just finished our first batch of nature runes. It was 1,440 of them. It took maybe 2.5 hours, close to 3 hours, I would guess. And we're about a third of the way done. We just picked up our 60th Mark of Grace on that last lap. So I guess all in all, this is probably close to a 9-hour, 10-hour grind. It's not so bad. For some reason, agility makes me kind of exhausted to grind. I imagine because it's less AFK than something like woodcutting, but it's not like way less AFK than Wintertodt, for example, and I could do that all day. But yeah, for some reason, running in circles around this werewolf town is a little rough, but we'll crank it out. We got probably 6 more hours left. 550,000 GP that I'm going to go spend at Ali Morzin for another batch of nature runes, and we'll come back, see how many we got. So it looks like we were able to get 2,457 nature runes from that last time, which means that that's probably close to enough to finish out this grind. I imagine because I think we were just over a third of the way done from 1,440 nature runes, and if you double that to 2,880, we're just under that. So we'll probably be pretty close to finishing the entire grind with this stack of nature runes. I'm going to run back over to Canifis and we're going to hop to it. Oh, also I forgot to mention, if my voice is a lot louder compared to last clip, I added a 5 decibel gain filter to my mic, so hopefully it's not too crazy. Let me know if you guys think it's better like this or if it's significantly worse and I can fix it. I plan on filming the rest of this episode with this filter on, but if it turns out that it's way too crazy, I can change things, of course. And we have unfortunately once again run out of nature runes, and we have, what is that, 45 more marks of grace to get. So I'm going to go spend this 943k cash at Ali Morrisane's shop again. I know that's going to be too many nature runes to finish out this grind, but I figure may as well buy all of them and then keep a stack left over for after this grind is done for other alching that I want to do in the future. I don't think I could ever have enough nature runes, so here we go back to the desert. I'm world hopping, buying a bunch of nature runes from Ali Morrisane's shop, and I found this one where somebody deposited 329,000 nature runes. That's crazy. Obviously I can't buy them because I can't buy from overstocked shops, but who has that many nature runes? And we're finished. As you can see, I have 170 marks of grace. I did 877 Canifis rooftop laps. I think I was around 200 when I started the grind, so maybe about 650, 675 extra laps to get the last 4 pieces. As you can see, I got almost 150,000 agility experience, which puts me up to 59. That's super nice. I was hoping to get at least 56, because that way I can do the agility shortcut in Guardians of the Rift. So that's pretty sweet. And then also, let's see how much magic XP I got. 344,000, which puts me at 66 magic. I ended up doing all of this in one sitting. I think it took 11 hours or so. It's the day after the 4th of July. It's the 5th of July today, so I've got a long weekend, which meant that I had a lot of time to sit here and run in circles for 11 hours straight. So yeah, I'm going to go buy the Graceful outfit, and then I'll tell you what my next goal will be. Aw yeah, check me out. Looking all graceful. So, I hide my UI like this by doing Alt-Z for me. There's a plugin in the plugins hub that's called Hide Widgets that lets you set a shortcut to hide your UI. There's going to be a couple other things, like if different plugins add things to your UI, then Hide Widgets won't hide them. So you'd have to like turn off the magic or the XP tracker. This hide XP drops, yeah, that would do it. And then this minigame thing is a different one as well. So when I hide my UI right now, it keeps a couple things on there, but you can get it to turn off everything. Well, you can turn off everything. You can get the hide widgets thing to only turn off widgets, of course. So anyway, this is where I'm going to do my next grind. Hopefully you're familiar with this. If you're not, I'm actually not sure because I've never done this, but I'm pretty sure that this is the Rogue's Den minigame, which gives you the rogue outfit once you do it. So to get that, I'm going to have to hit 50 thieving first, as well as I think there's a couple other requirements. I'm looking at the wiki real quick. Some requirements for doing the thing. Yeah, you have to have 50 agility and 50 thieving. And I've got 59 agility, so I'm good there. Only 49 thieving. So I need to go get a thieving level and then come back and I can start this. The point of doing this is to get the rogue outfit, which will give you double drops when you successfully pickpocket from things. And I'm going to use that to pickpocket master farmers a bunch and stock up on a ton of seeds. Twice as many seeds, even. So that'll be the next goal. I'm not positive how I'm going to do this thieving level. I imagine I'll just go do like the Hasidious fruit kitchen thing where you run back and forth and grab them. I imagine there's a faster way, but who knows? That's just what I'm going to go do probably, and then I'll come back and start doing this rogue den. But that'll have to wait for tomorrow probably. This is the Hasidious fruit kitchen place I was talking about, by the way. Typically like to close this door so no one comes in, and also something I'll mention is there seems to be like a rampant case of bots around this place. So sometimes they'll spawn and steal from the stall before you can. If that happens, just keep stealing from your stall as fast as you can, and the bots will pretty much always leave after like 3 failed attempts to steal from a stall. So this is what I'm doing to 50, almost done, and then we're going to go back to the Rogue's Den. I'll see you guys there. So I've got a fun little piece of RuneScape trivia for you guys. If you remember, back when I was in the library finding those books for those people, I marked all of the NPCs that you can help. Their names were Villia, Professor Gracklebone, and Sam. And when I marked Sam, I clicked Tag All Sam, and what do you know? There's a Sam in the basement of the Birthwork Games Room. I wonder how many Sams are in this game. So here we are, about to start our first run of the Rogue's Den. Technically that's a lie, I just did most of a run and got hit by a wall trap, so this is actually my second run. But basically you enter here, and then as long as you have the Rogue's Den plugin, I would suggest that you get this if you want to make this brainless. If you want to go through and actually figure out the maze, totally cool, go ahead and do that. But if you get the Rogue's Den plugin, it just puts a bunch of tiles on the ground that tell you exactly what to do, and it takes all of the brain work out of it. You're going to be here for a little bit, not crazy long, but I think it's like 13 runs on average, something like that. Maybe for one piece. I was reading the wiki, and it said something like that. I don't remember exactly how long, but most things you want to do as quickly and efficiently as possible, so I would suggest that you get the Rogue's Den plugin. And then, yeah, I'm going to go through and do all of this, and we'll see you when I've got either something else to say, or I have the entire outfit, and I'm ready to show off a little bit. So I finished the Rogue's Den grind, and I was gonna end the video there. I recorded an entire outro that was like 3 minutes long, thanking you guys for the reception on my first video and stuff like that. But I decided the video was gonna be about 25 minutes, which I think would have been okay. I'm probably not gonna aim for an hour for every single video, but I didn't actually do any really huge grinds in that video, and I feel like those are fun to include in these videos. So I decided to go back to Wintertodt. I'm at 788 KC, and I'm gonna stay here until 1000 KC at least before I end this video. So hopefully I get the pet before then. Let's go ahead and open some of these. No pet, no pet. Still nothing. I might not have space to open everything. Oh, yep, I don't have enough to open these ones, so let's go drop some stuff off and come back and do some more. But anyway, the reason that I wanted to start opening these crates right now is I was making a bank tab of them, and this very last time when I went to deposit them in my bank tab, I saw something as I deposited them. Instead of just being crates, I saw like items in their places. So I thought it'd be really strange if... Okay, we got unlucky. I was gonna say it'd be really strange if that happened, and then right when I opened them I got the pet, and there was like some weird bug to show me that I was gonna get the pet right then. But I was gonna just stack up until I got to 1000, and now I probably will start doing that. But yeah, so I'll come back once I've done probably up to 1000 KC. So I just finished my 801st Wintertodt game, and I realized that I forgot to put a fire making tracker, so I have started that now. I think I've gained like almost 700,000 XP since I started doing this. I had like 771 and I'm up to 801 now, so that's 30 games worth, which is a decent amount of experience. But from now on, you'll be able to see how much I've made over the course of this grind to 1000 kills. And also, I'm just going to go to 1000 kills and then open all of the supply crates. And if I don't have the pet by then, I'm probably going to keep going. So I don't know how far I'm going to go or anything, but that's the idea right now. I'm going to go to 1000 before I start opening crates. I'm going to have like 200 crates to open. And then once I've opened all of those, if I still don't have the pet, I'm going to go for maybe another couple hundred, something like that. We'll see. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. And I figured I'd give you guys a quick little update. I am now officially at 900 kills. Boom, pretty good. And if we look at the bank tab is looking pretty full. That's about 100 crates right there. So actually it's not full, it's only halfway full because we've got another 100 to go. But wanted to give you a quick update. About 2.6 million XP in. I'm up to virtual level 103, that's cool. And I've got almost 22 million, just over 21 million fire making XP. So if it keeps up at this rate, then by the time I hit 1,000 kills, I'm going to be at like 24 million fire making XP. So pretty cool. I'll update you guys when I get to 1,000. We do the opening probably. Alright, here we are, about a week after I started this 200 KC grind, and we're wrapping up our 1000th kill. So a couple of guys in my clan decided to start a group Ironman, so they've been doing a bunch of these kills with me for the last couple days, and that's been pretty fun. I'm just going to finish up this last kill, and then I'm going to take the 2 crates that I have and head to the bank. And then what I'm going to do is basically just time lapse, fast forward through opening all of the crates until something happens. You know, if I get the pet, there's the 1000 count, that's sweet. If I get the pet during this opening, I'll obviously slow down the recording so you guys can see, and if I don't, I'll say something at the end after I've opened all of the crates. So here we go, fingers crossed. So here we are at the bank. I did actually want to go through and scroll down this bank tab and show you. This is, I think, 200 crates, something like that, maybe just under 200. Actually, I think it might be exactly 200, right? Because, yeah, maybe. I'm not going to count them, but I'm going to start grabbing some. Let's grab like 5 at a time, I guess, and then I will start the time lapse here so you guys can see me open all of them. So cross all your fingers, wish me luck. Here we go. And here's the last of them. So far we have not been lucky. Fingers crossed. And we did not get the pet. So, the plan now, I'm going to wrap up the video there. The plan now is I'm going to be actively farming this pet pretty heavily every episode from now on until I get the Phoenix. I'm going to do at least 200 Wintertodt kills. And I'm going to just have to keep doing skilling grinds until then, because until I get the Phoenix, like I've said a bunch of times, I don't want to level my hit points over 29, so I'm going to just have to do... I've been thinking about doing some thieving, maybe some agility. You know, there's a bunch of things I can do, but I'm going to very actively be doing this Phoenix grind. So in the next video, I'll have 200 more crates to open, and we'll continue that way moving forward. So I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching this video and the first video. The first video got a ton of support, so I really appreciate that. If you have any advice or feedback or anything, please leave it in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.